Hey folks, Troy Dooley, the Beachside CEO, having a little bit of eggnog today. It's interesting because anytime we shoot videos, we've gone out there and we've checked to see what's going on, or we pull a critical topic and we talk about it. If it involves more than one company, heck, if it involves one company, all of a sudden people come out of the woodwork saying, "You hater, you hater, you hater." And sadly, that is so not true. And it's fun for me to see the relationships that I've built, because people that might be in a company that comes out and there's just critical information and we're covering it, they fully understand that my passion is about the network marketing community, making sure distributors fully understand what they're facing, what's out there, making sure that we hold company founders and executives accountable. And so not too long ago, I put out a critical piece that was covering two companies that are suing each other. One of them just happens to be ViSalus. And I mean, oh my gosh, the comments went nuts. And one of my good friends, Matt Jamieson, who's a ambassador over at ViSalus, he weighed in on the conversation, and then he calls me afterwards and he says, "Hey bro, we're cool, right?" And I said, "Dude, we are fine. I want you to be out there defending the company that you are passionate about." And Matt and I go way back. Matter of fact, Matt is one of the most successful internet marketers that I know. I mean, so many times out there we talk about multiple streams of income. How can I go out there and do a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit there? Well, Matt was pretty good at that. He would go into a company that he was passionate about and he would start creating a team. Then if he found another company over here that he was interested in, he'd go over there and they'd create something and he would start building a team. And he wasn't out there cross-promoting, cross-recruiting. He was a pro. But something that Matt and I have discussed many, many times is that while he was doing that and why he had ultimate success, because he'd make a few $1,000s over here and a few $1,000s over here and a few $1,000s over here, what he missed was that recognition as a rising star, as an ambassador now, like he has at ViSalus. I remember when he went over to ViSalus, Bozzy had really imploded on itself. They'd wiped out the comp plan. The teams were scattering, and Matt was focusing in on something that he wanted to do. And he calls me up and we're chatting about it. He goes, "Troy, I'm going to go with the ViSalus." I said, "Dude, they haven't even entered Canada yet." And he goes, "Well, maybe I can change that." And between him and some other players that were in Canada, that company was able to explode north of our borders in the United States, just like they were doing in the United States, made them one of the fastest growing companies in North America, not just in the U.S. So over the years, I've watched him, and I've watched him move from that expertise that he has in the internet and morph into somebody that has built ViSalus not really on the internet, but belly to belly, having the parties and building it out. And I get excited about that because as much critical information that we have right now that faces ViSalus, and trust me, guys, when I see what Ryan has done, his new documentaries coming out, when I see what Blake has done from a marketing standpoint, and then for Nick to say, "Look, I'm going to go back out where I'm passionate and build in the field," that in and of itself is a remarkable feat. And it doesn't mean that they don't have issues and they don't have problems and that there's not a lot of information. What it means is there are three guys that just stayed true to their vision, true to their mission. And then here's my friend, Matt Jamieson, who has done the same thing. Through thick and thin, he said, "Okay, if everybody else is right and you need to build one company, why should I try to buck the odds on that?" When he started building and focusing in just on ViSalus, he has exploded. Even when we see, and this is interesting because I just had a conversation with another company owner on this. When we see information come out where people are leaving, 5-star ambassadors, 3-star ambassadors, up-and-coming district managers, whatever they're called over there, they're taking off. They're leaving. All of a sudden, the volume's down. The sales are down. People, me included, we look at that and say, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" But when I was talking to Matt the other day, he said, "Troy, the cool thing about this," he goes, "even though volume's down across the board," he goes, our business, our volume is up." And he goes, "It's because we didn't go out there looking for these up-and-coming networkers that thought they were bigger than God." He goes, "We started just like we were supposed to, grassroots effort, holding our challenge parties. Come in here and get 3 and it's free. Let's see your story. What's going on?" And I think that's what a lot of the leaders that are still at ViSalus are doing. I think this is a time at ViSalus, this last couple of quarters of 2013, where like other companies, they've had to go back in and say, look, let's get back to the basics. Let's get back to the focus. Let's see what we're doing. I think that's exciting right there. Hey, there's a couple, 3 websites. I'm not going to keep you. But I want you, if you're interested, and there's some people that just want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, if you want to try the challenge, if you want to go see who Matt is, you can go to mattjamieson.com. That's JAM as in Mary, IESON, mattjamieson.com. Phenomenal Facebook page. That's his fan page over at Facebook. And I tell you what, this boy knows how to help you. And matter of fact, you might be a leader in another company. And if you need marketing expertise, you need somebody to help you figure out the internet, social media, somebody to help you, to know the challenges. I'm telling you, just tell them Troy sent you over there. Matt's not going to recruit you for ViSalus, but he's a servant leader. He's one of the guys that will actually walk you through some of the hiccups that he's had to help you build your own business. Because the one thing I know about Matt Jamieson, it's all about relationships. It's not about what company you are, slamming your company or anything. It's about building the relationships. And I think that is phenomenal right there. Also, he turned me on to something, and you get so many companies out there, it's hard sometimes to figure out who's doing what. But one of the websites that ViSalus has now is it's gst.vi.com, and it's their training system. And I got to tell you, when I went over there and started looking at it to try to see what it was about, I tell you what, for a brand new person, it rocks. But what I like to do is look at the difference. How are they thinking outside of the box? What are they doing? And one of the things that I noticed here is really 2 things. Number one, the magazine, the challenge magazine that they had created by Video Plus over there, Stuart Johnson and his crew. One of the powerful things that I like is that they didn't put that in the business section. They created that and put it over in the actual health and wellness and weight loss magazines. I thought that was pretty good. Number 2, every video of those that I've watched over the last few days, they actually have it created for the hearing impaired so that there's a closed caption at the bottom. And I think sometimes companies and leaders in the field miss the boat when we don't look for ways to market and work with people that have challenges in their life. And I got to give a hat off for that, because there's not a lot of companies out there where I've seen videos that are 100% created with closed caption in mind. So I thought that was pretty powerful. Anybody that's looking to try to understand ViSalus, get on the products, lose weight, you can go to the new bodybyvichallenge.com. Matt will take care of you over there. And I tell you, my hat is off to a couple, 3 things here with ViSalus. Number one, that the Vi boys have stayed focused, even through all the critical crap, even through some of the challenges, the lawsuit stuff like that. They're still taking care of the field. I think that is very admirable. I think these challenges, as I said earlier, has gotten them to a point where they're going back to the basics. They're focusing on the core competencies of what made this company great. And if you guys don't know the Vi story, no matter what we can go out there and pinpoint, we can pinpoint stuff, weaknesses and strengths in every company. These guys were on the verge of bankruptcy. And through their tenacity, through their partnership with Blythe, they've turned this puppy around and become a success story second to none in network marketing. And the other thing that I think is very good is that the true core leaders that have been with them, I think almost since the beginning, have stuck it out. The pioneers in Canada stuck it out. Now they're going international. Who knows what 2014 will bring? But right now, I got to tell you, Matt Jamieson and his team up there in Canada, which they've now expanded internationally, kick butt guys. I love Matt. He's like a little brother. It's fun when we get together and talk, because it's like we just pick up that conversation. So, Matt, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to the Vi family. Live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous. Stay strong. And if you're in network marketing, act like it.